What if I told you there's an SUV from China that survived 3 tests so extreme, most luxury cars on the planet would fail them instantly? We're talking a giant palm tree dropped on it from above, the full weight of a bus crushing down on its roof, and even a demonstration showing it can float and move in water. Today, we're looking at the BYD Yangwang U8 and the test that absolutely shocked the automotive world. Welcome back to the channel. Here we cover everything strange, extreme, and absolutely new in the world of cars. If you enjoy these wild automotive stories, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more. For the last decade, China hasn't just been improving its cars. It's been leapfrogging entire generations of technology. The days when Chinese cars were seen as just cheap or simple are long gone. Today, companies like BYD are building vehicles that directly challenge the biggest names in engineering, safety, and electric innovation. And nothing proves that massive shift more than the extreme tests they've started showing off to the world. These aren't your typical mild durability clips or basic off-road demos. No, these are 3 brutal showcase-level challenges designed to push the absolute limits of structural strength and engineering confidence. We've got the giant palm tree drop, the heavy bus suspension test, and a water float demonstration to prove it can handle flood-like situations. Now, think about this. If any other luxury SUV, German, American, or Japanese, went through these exact same conditions, what do you think would happen? Chances are the roof would collapse, the glass would shatter, the electronics would be fried, or the cabin would deform beyond repair. But the Yangwang U8 didn't just survive these tests, it literally drove away afterward. This is the new China. Confident, technical, and willing to prove everything on camera. So let's start with the stunt that went viral all over social media, the palm tree drop. Engineers took a massive palm tree, over 40 feet long and weighing nearly 2 tons, and released it from a significant height directly onto the U8's roof and A-pillar area. They didn't just do it once, they did it 3 times. Each drop carried more energy than the last, reaching an insane 50.4 kilojoules of impact force. What was the result? Dents, yes. Of course there was damage. Any real test needs to show that it's pushing the limits. But here's the incredible part. The doors still opened. The windows didn't shatter. And most unbelievably, the SUV started up and drove away like nothing major had happened. That is what structural rigidity looks like. That's cabin integrity. That's the kind of strength you'd want if something heavy ever fell on your vehicle in the real world, like a tree during a storm or during a severe rollover accident. The car protected its occupants, and that's the whole point. Next up is a test that goes far beyond anything required by global safety standards, the bus hang test. BYD positioned a large, heavy city bus above the Yangwang U8 and then slowly lowered its entire weight onto the SUV's ladder frame and roof structure. This wasn't just symbolic for the cameras. The SUV was literally holding up the mass of a multi-ton vehicle. It's a mind-boggling visual. What does a test like this actually prove? It demonstrates vertical compression resistance, the SUV's ability to maintain its cabin shape under an extreme, crushing load. In real-world scenarios, this is incredibly important for surviving things like rollovers, landslides, falling debris from a building, or accidents where a heavy object collapses onto the car. Most vehicles are designed to resist a portion of that force, but they're not engineered to hold up the full weight of a bus. This is BYD basically shouting to the world, our frame isn't just strong, it's overbuilt. And then we have the third test, which shows a completely different layer of engineering, water resilience. In this demonstration, the Yangwang U8, thanks to its completely sealed body and waterproofed electronics, was shown partially floating and capable of moving through shallow water. Now, let's be clear. This isn't about turning an SUV into a boat. It's about survival. It's for flash floods, unexpected river crossings, and the increasingly common urban flooding events we see around the globe. Think about the tech involved here. Advanced battery sealing, high-voltage safety systems that don't short out, pressure isolation to keep water from getting into the cabin and critical components. These are systems that many electric vehicles still struggle with, but BYD used them here as a major confidence flex. They're demonstrating that their SUV won't die instantly from water exposure, giving you a chance to get to safety. So, let's be honest and fair here. These tests are absolutely spectacular to watch, but they are not official government-regulated crash tests. They are controlled stage scenarios that are specifically designed to highlight very specific strengths of the vehicle. You can't directly compare them to a Euro NCAP or IIHS rating, but they do reveal something incredibly important about the philosophy behind this vehicle. The Yangwang U8 is built with a safety margin far, far above what any regulation demands. This is the kind of engineering you only see when a company is trying to prove a point, not just meet minimum standards. They're not just checking boxes, they're trying to build a reputation for being the best. And whether you love or hate these kinds of flashy marketing demonstrations, one thing is undeniably clear. China's era of simply copying Western designs is over. Now they're focused on setting new benchmarks and leading the conversation. So this brings us to the big question. Are these tests real, tangible proof of next-level engineering, or are they just brilliant marketing stunts designed to dominate social media and build hype? I think the answer is probably a bit of both. The engineering is genuinely impressive, and so is the marketing savvy to showcase it this way. Either way, the message is loud and clear. The world can no longer afford to ignore what China is building in the automotive space. The competition is getting fiercer and more innovative than ever before. If you want more deep dives like this, where we cut through the hype and break down what these incredible engineering feats really mean, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. And I want to hear from you in the comments. Which of these 3 tests impressed you the most? Was it the palm tree drop, the bus load, or the water survival demonstration? Thanks for watching.